Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to do lab 4.6.5. Um, we have 10 tasks to do. Our first task is to use the find command to locate the word Tuesday. To do so, that find command is here, the last column at the very top. If we hover over it, we can find a shortcut. Control and F also gets us to the find command. Um, we'll click here and find what should be Tuesday, and then find next. And we see Tuesday, it found that in our document here. Um, on this test, we need to use the find and replace dialog box to replace the two instances of Anderson with Anderson. Okay, so our next task is to use the find and replace dialog box to find and replace the two instances of Anderson with Anderson. So what we'll do is go to our replace. So in find what, we need to find Anderson and replace with what, we need to replace it with what's bold here, Andersen. And replace all. Okay. Here we need to turn off the proofing option that checks spelling as you type. To do so, we need to go to File, Options, and we need to go to Proofing. In proofing, we see at the bottom, check spelling as you type is here. All we have to do is uncheck that box and select OK. Okay, so now we need to run the spelling and grammar checker and change both typos to accept the spelling correction. To check our spelling and grammar, we need to navigate to our review tab at the very top. And here is spelling and grammar. All we need to do is click that. It wants us to accept both typos, to accept the top spelling correction. So here, all we have to do is click that one and that one, and that's it. Our next task is to do the following. In the first body paragraph of the letter, beginning with thank you for, we got to locate the word chance. Then we need to use the thesaurus to search for a synonym and select and insert the word opportunity to replace chance. So our first body paragraph is here. Thank you for. Um, what I'm going to do is highlight the word chance. Once I have that highlighted, I'm going to right click. I'm going to hover over synonyms, but don't click it. At the very bottom, we see that the thesaurus there, the thesaurus, sorry. And it wants us to select the word opportunity. Insert. And what had happened is it changed the thank you for the chance to thank you for the opportunity. Now we need to display the statistics that show both the total number of words and the total number of characters in the document. To do so, we'll go to our file options. Uh, there should be another shortcut I'm doing. So let's go to our review tab. Click on your review tab, and there is um, a word count option if we hover here. So we can click on that, and it's going to show how many pages, how many words, the characters, the paragraph, and the lines there. Okay. In the last body paragraph, um, beginning with I am enthusiastic, locate the misspelled word Mapletown. And we need to use the context sensitive right click menu to correct the misspelling to Mapletown instead of Mapletown. So we need to go to our last body paragraph. It begins with I am enthusiastic. This one is the one that it's talking about. So what we're going to do is highlight the word Mapletown, right click, right click, and choose the correct Mapleton, the first one there. Okay, in the first body paragraph of the letter, beginning with thank you for, we need to locate the autocorrected word for always. We need to use the autocorrect options button to change the autocorrected spelling back to always. So we need to go to our first body paragraph. Okay. And when we hovered over it, it brought up the little um, icon for our autocorrect option. All we need to do is click change back. Okay, we need to add a new autocorrect entry to replace Mapletown with Mapleton. To do so, we can just go to our we need to navigate to our file options, and let's go ahead and go to our proofing one here. There is an autocorrect option here. All we have to do is click on autocorrect options. It tells us to replace to use the entry to replace Mapletown with Mapleton. So replace Mapleton with Mapleton and add here and okay. And our last step, in the last body paragraph, beginning with I am enthusiastic, we need to remove the hyperlink from the website URL. So all we have to do is go to our last body paragraph. Our hyperlink is going to be in blue. If we right click on that hyperlink, it gives us the option to remove hyperlink. And we are able to go ahead and score our lab. If you follow these directions, you should have a 10 out of 10 or 100. Thank you.